So what's going on, guys? I appreciate you tuning in. In today's video, we're up at the Tree of Life and I am going to continue working on clearing this brush. Last year, we wrapped the goats around here and they ended up clearing out this section. They ate all the briars and all the vines, and I came through with a chainsaw, knocked everything else down, and we ended up having a huge bonfire. Well, today we're gonna be doing the same thing. I have a pile already stacked up from last year that it's all dried out. I'm gonna light that on fire and then run a chainsaw through here and get the rest of this cleared out. And I'm excited because this is gonna be a beautiful area to just come up and relax. Thinking about putting like a swing up here or a bench. That way people can just come up here, look upon our amazing property, and just spend the time with the Lord and just relax. So we don't really have much to do because of the goats. The goats did an amazing job clearing out all the small stuff and giving us room to get in here with a chainsaw. So I'm gonna get started. There's a few big trees that still need to come down. I'm not gonna focus on them. I'm just gonna focus on the little stuff because that's probably the most important, and that's what is preventing us from really hanging out up here, because it's cleared out back. If we sit there, we're just looking into a bunch of brush. So I'm gonna clear this out. Got the pile all stacked up down here. I'm gonna torch that and let's get started. So I ended up switching up my tactic. I ended up cutting down a bunch of stuff, and I'm actually gonna start a new pile far enough away from the Tree of Life that it doesn't get damaged by the heat. Just trying to do this as fast as I can. I'm gonna come up here later tonight with a blowtorch and just let it sit. And that way, no varmints get in there or groundhogs and dig some holes into our pasture. But it's gonna be cool because maybe we can have a nice cookout here later tonight. Nice bonfire, some hot dogs or whatnot. Just bring our family together, you know? So I'm just gonna let the camera sit and clear this out. Little update for you guys. We got a huge pile going on, and I pretty much got everything picked up that I cut down, and it's looking pretty slick right now. So this is what I did last year, where you got a little grass, and all of a sudden you got the leaves, and then all this. Just cleared all that out. I'm gonna run a controlled burn through here and burn off all these leaves that way, and then come back through and zip all the stumps closer to the ground. That way we're not tripping over them and whatnot, and it'll just be better, easy to break down. The next phase is right here behind this oak tree. There's a lot of vines in there, and that's gonna be really hard ripping everything out, because even though I cut it, you got all the vines wrapped around all the trees and limbs. So that's gonna be pretty hard. I don't know, I might make another pile across the creek. That way I don't need to drag it up the hill, because it's gonna be a pain in the butt. So, but like I said, all this is pretty cleared out. It's looking really good. Just got a little bit more. We'll be able to plant some grass up in here. I already planted some sunflower seeds up there where I cleared out already. But man, look at this. It's gonna be so cool. All this opened up. Maybe run some pigs in there, let them work at the stumps. I don't know. there's a lot of options we can do with this area, that's for sure. We got a fire going now. The crazy thing is I just cut all this stuff down. There must have been some leaves and maybe some dry stuff from last year that I cut down, but it is hot. I tell you what, the crazy thing is the pile that I cut down last year, I can't get going. It's crazy, but it's coming along pretty good, guys. I got this first oak all cleared out, and now it's just all this stuff. I mean, this stuff is the real big stuff, so this might take a little bit more time. I zipped through this pretty quickly. I just cut that down, that medium-sized tree, and the rest, I mean, that's a junk tree right there, this big one right here. I want to cut that down, but that's going to be a huge project because that's pretty thick. But other than that, there's a couple trees I do want to save here. There's a walnut tree and a elderberry tree that I want to save, and I green taped those this fall. That way I knew come springtime or the winter when I was going to cut this, I knew what trees they were. So I'm going to save those, and those are going to be good food for us and the animals. So, but man, that fire's going good. Wow, guys, look at this pile. It's almost all gone. That got hot super fast. It burned super quick, and that is awesome because then it's not just sitting here and, you know, groundhogs don't get in, burrow some holes, and that way that is done. But this side right here, this is actually pretty rough. It is all full of vines, and they're all tangled up with each other. So when you cut something down, you know, it's already tangled up into the next tree. So this is gonna be a project on its own, guys. This is rough. What I've done so far is basically cut down everything that I've needed to cut down. Some of the things I can't get to because it's just so thick right now. But this is gonna be a project on its own because it is actually getting late. I've been up here for a few hours now and I've done awesome work. I mean, look at all this. This hillside, this was all thick right from the beginning, guys. What I'm gonna do in a day or two is actually do a control burn and get rid of all of this leaf litter. That way the sun hits the ground and we get some native grasses and forbs growing. This used to be all pasture. However, it just got let go, and you know, this side of the creek got built up, and then obviously this got overgrown. So we're just trying to get it back to normal. I mean, we got that burn pile up there. You know, ideally, all of these vines and trees, they've taken nutrients from the ground. Now, ideally, you could drop it, let it sit for a year or two, and then burn it, and then get that nutrients back in the ground. However, we don't have that time. We want to use this, and if we just leave it here, you know, that's when rodents come in and groundhogs come in, and we don't want that because we don't want predators around our chickens and animals. So we're gonna get at this, tackle this, but I'm gonna end this video, guys. I really appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch our lives. And if you guys haven't, please hit that subscribe button, all right? We are so close to being monetized. We probably have 1,000 watch hours to go, and it would be absolutely huge to be able to do that, especially in the times that we live. It would be help financially for us to bring another thing of income to our family. That would be actually huge, guys. And it would all be because of you guys, the viewers, you guys watching. You guys are awesome. The community that is being created through this channel is awesome, and I really appreciate it. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and don't be afraid to leave some comments, all right? And we will see you guys around.